As we age, we gain a wealth of experience and wisdom. We also develop an understanding of the importance of boundaries and protecting our personal lives. In a world where oversharing is often encouraged, whether through social media, casual conversations, or even family dynamics, there are some things that should remain private. Yes, even from those closest to us, like our family. Keeping certain aspects of your life to yourself is not about distrust or secrecy. It's about safeguarding your independence, security, and peace of mind. Here are 12 things that should never leave the sanctuary of your personal confidence. The weight of private finances. Money can be a complicated topic, especially within families. While it's normal to discuss general financial matters, revealing the full extent of your finances, such as the value of your assets, the exact amount of your savings, or the details of your will, can open the door to unnecessary complications. Your wealth might become a source of tension, jealousy, or entitlement among your relatives. Consider this scenario. You decide to share the precise amount of your retirement fund with a relative who seems responsible and trustworthy. Initially, they seem supportive and even impressed by your careful planning. But over time, they might start to view your financial security as an opportunity for themselves. Perhaps they approach you with a surefire investment idea or a personal loan request. Suddenly, the lines between generosity and obligation blur. By keeping your financial specifics private, you maintain control over your resources and reduce the risk of familial tension. It's perfectly fine to seek professional advice or to communicate broad strokes about your plans, but the exact numbers are yours to protect. Your medical history in full detail. Health is an essential and sensitive topic as we age. While it's crucial to share relevant medical information with healthcare providers, and in certain cases, with close family members, divulging too much can lead to unintended consequences. Sharing every detail about your medical history can sometimes create unnecessary worry for loved ones, or even invite unsolicited advice that feels overwhelming. Imagine confiding in a relative about a series of tests your doctor ordered. Before you know it, this news might spread across the family tree, leading to a flurry of phone calls, opinions, and even invasive questions. While it's comforting to know people care, it can also feel as though your health has become a family affair rather than a personal journey. Maintaining boundaries around your health doesn't mean shutting people out. Instead, it means sharing what's necessary when you feel ready and keeping the rest private. This balance protects your emotional well-being and ensures your health decisions remain your own. The depths of old regrets. Everyone has regrets, those moments in life where things didn't go as planned or where we wish we had acted differently. But dwelling on those moments, especially in conversations with family, can sometimes lead to misunderstandings, judgment, or even misplaced guilt. Consider an example: sharing with a child or grandchild about a regret from decades ago, perhaps a choice that led to financial hardship or a strained relationship. They may start to reinterpret your life story through the lens of that regret, questioning decisions you've made or even worrying about repeating your mistakes. Your past is a treasure trove of wisdom, but not every story needs to be shared. By keeping some regrets to yourself, you give your family the freedom to view you through the lens of your achievements, resilience, and love, rather than as a collection of what-ifs. The intimacies of your romantic life. Your romantic life, whether past or present, is an area of personal privacy that deserves respect. While it's natural to reminisce about love stories with those you trust, oversharing intimate details can cross a line. Family members might feel uncomfortable, or they may begin to form opinions about your relationships that aren't reflective of their full complexity. For example, sharing frustrations about a spouse or partner with your children or siblings can put them in a difficult position, feeling like they need to choose sides or mediate. Similarly, Recounting detailed stories about past relationships might inadvertently alter how your loved ones view you, shifting their perspective in ways that are hard to undo. Some things are best kept as cherished memories or private reflections. Sharing the highlights can bring people closer, but keeping certain details to yourself allows those relationships to remain sacred. Your digital life and passwords. In the digital age, your online presence and accounts are extensions of your identity. Sharing passwords, especially for sensitive accounts such as online banking, email, or social media, can be a risky decision, even with those you trust the most. While you might feel that a spouse or adult child could use this information to help you in emergencies, it's important to consider the potential downsides. Imagine granting access to your primary email account to a family member. Even with the best intentions, they might unintentionally compromise your privacy or make decisions on your behalf that don't align with your wishes. Furthermore, passwords can inadvertently spread beyond the initial person you trusted, leading to situations where control over your digital life slips away. Instead of sharing passwords directly, consider setting up a secure plan. Use a password manager with emergency access options, or leave clear instructions with an attorney or executor. This way, your digital privacy is respected while ensuring access in case of need. Your private opinions about family members. Family dynamics are delicate, and while open communication is important, there are times when silence is the better part of wisdom. Sharing your unfiltered opinions about other relatives, whether it's about a sibling's choices, a grandchild's lifestyle, or another family member's behavior, can have long-lasting repercussions. Consider this scenario. You confide in one family member about another's perceived shortcomings. Even if your intent is harmless, word often gets around, either directly or indirectly. What might have started as a private conversation can snowball into hurt feelings, strained relationships, or even long-term rifts within the family. It's natural to have thoughts and feelings about those closest to you, but not every opinion needs to be voiced. Some sentiments are better left unsaid, preserved in your heart, or shared only with a neutral party, such as a close friend or therapist, who can offer perspective without amplifying tensions. The full extent of your estate plans. It's common to discuss estate planning with loved ones, particularly when ensuring that your wishes are respected. However, revealing the full details of your plans, such as who will inherit what, how much money is allocated to each beneficiary, or any specific exclusions, can create unnecessary friction within your family. Imagine discussing your estate plan with your children, and one feels slighted because they perceive another sibling is receiving more. These conversations can quickly become emotionally charged, leading to resentment or even attempts to influence your decisions. In the worst-case scenario, it might result in disputes after your passing, eroding the family unity you worked so hard to nurture. Instead of disclosing everything, provide general reassurances. Let your loved ones know that your affairs are in order and that you've made decisions based on careful thought and fairness. By keeping specific details private, you avoid the potential for conflict while maintaining control over your legacy. The secrets entrusted to you. Over a lifetime, we often become the keepers of secret stories, confessions, or sensitive information shared with us in confidence. These secrets, whether they belong to a friend, a sibling, or even a late spouse, carry a weight of responsibility. Breaking the trust placed in you by sharing these secrets, even with close family members, can have unintended consequences. Perhaps a friend once confided in you about a youthful indiscretion, or a relative shared a vulnerable moment that they'd prefer remained private. Revealing these details, even in a well-meaning context, could tarnish relationships and trust in ways you might not foresee. Being a trusted confidant is a privilege. Protecting those secrets not only honors the person who shared them with you, but also upholds your reputation as someone who values integrity and discretion. Your true feelings about controversial topics. It's natural to have strong opinions about certain issues, whether political, religious, or cultural. However, sharing these views openly, even with close family, can sometimes lead to misunderstandings or unnecessary conflicts. While respectful conversations about differing beliefs can foster connection, unfiltered expressions of deeply personal convictions can unintentionally alienate or upset loved ones. For instance, imagine sharing an unpopular opinion at a family gathering. What starts as a casual conversation can escalate into a heated debate, creating a rift between you and those you care about. Over time, this dynamic can make family interactions feel strained or uncomfortable, particularly if differing views resurface repeatedly. Protecting your peace doesn't mean avoiding meaningful discussions. Instead, it involves discerning when and how to engage in sensitive topics. Sometimes keeping certain beliefs to yourself ensures that family bonds remain strong and unaffected by outside disagreements. The details of your willingness to help. As a parent, grandparent, or trusted elder, it's natural to want to support your family in times of need. Whether it's financial assistance, emotional guidance, or help with other challenges, your generosity often feels like an extension of your love. However, openly sharing the limits of your willingness to help, such as under what conditions or how much you'd be able to offer, can set unintended expectations or create feelings of entitlement. For example, if you tell a family member, "I'd help you with anything you need," it can lead to an open-ended assumption that you'll always be available, even at the expense of your own needs or boundaries. Conversely, expressing hard limits too openly might result in resentment or disappointment. Instead, consider offering help in a way that's thoughtful and situational. Let your actions, rather than promises or declarations, speak for your generosity. This approach ensures you can provide support when and how you choose, without feeling pressured or overextended. Your private moments of weakness. As we age, it's common to face moments of vulnerability, times when we feel uncertain, scared, or even overwhelmed by life's challenges. While it's important to have a trusted confidant or support network, sharing every struggle with your family can sometimes place an emotional burden on them or alter the way they perceive you. For instance, confiding in your adult children about every fear or doubt you experience might lead them to worry excessively or even to question your ability to manage your affairs independently. While they undoubtedly want to help, too much openness can shift the family dynamic in ways that don't feel empowering for you. It's okay to have private moments of weakness and to navigate them in your own way. Whether it's through journaling, prayer, or speaking with a counselor, finding outlets for these emotions that don't involve family can help you maintain your independence and dignity while addressing your needs. Your thoughts about end-of-life wishes. Discussing end-of-life wishes is an important part of planning, but it's equally important to approach this subject thoughtfully. While loved ones should know about your general desires, such as whether you'd prefer burial or cremation, or who should handle your estate, it's unnecessary to share every detail of your thoughts on this sensitive matter. For instance, discussing your fears, doubts, or very specific preferences can sometimes make family members feel overwhelmed or even conflicted about honoring your wishes. These conversations, while well-meaning, can unintentionally cast a shadow over your time together. Instead, communicate the essentials clearly and leave detailed instructions with a trusted attorney or executor. By focusing your conversations with family on the present and cherishing the time you have, you ensure that these discussions don't detract from the relationships you value most. In conclusion, the things we choose to keep private aren't about creating walls between ourselves and our loved ones. They're about fostering healthier, more balanced relationships. Certain aspects of your life are meant to be your own, providing you with a sense of autonomy and control that's vital at any stage of life. By guarding these 12 areas of personal privacy, you're not withholding love or trust. You're cultivating a deeper sense of respect, both for yourself and for the people you care about most. In the end, keeping certain things private isn't about being secretive or pushing people away. It's about finding a balance that helps protect your peace of mind and strengthen your relationships. Life is all about understanding when to share and when to hold something close to your heart. By guarding these 12 important aspects of your life, you're not just preserving your privacy, you're ensuring that the connections you cherish most remain meaningful and drama-free. We hope this conversation gets you thinking about the way we interact with family, friends, and even ourselves. You know, it's funny sometimes people ask, why not just share everything? What's the harm? But the truth is, not every part of your story needs to be a group project. Some chapters are just for you, and that's perfectly okay. Think of your private thoughts and decisions like a secret garden. When you keep it well tended and secure, it blooms beautifully. And speaking of blooming beautifully, let's take a moment to appreciate where we are in life. Whether you're reflecting on years of memories, enjoying the company of loved ones, or exploring new adventures, this stage of life is all about savoring the moments that truly matter. So take a deep breath, pat yourself on the back for the wisdom you've earned, and remember, your story is yours to tell or not to tell. Before we wrap things up, we just want to say thank you for spending time with us today. We hope this little discussion brightened your day, gave you a fresh perspective, or at least made you smile. If you enjoyed what you've watched, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe so you don't miss any of our latest uploads. We've got plenty more thought-provoking and inspiring content coming your way. And hey, if there's something on your mind or a topic you'd love for us to explore, drop it in the comments or send us a message. We love hearing from you, and who knows, your idea might just be the inspiration for our next big discussion. Now, go out there and enjoy the rest of your day. Whether it's a cup of tea in the sunshine, a walk with a friend, or just a cozy moment curled up with a book, make it a good one. Take care, and we'll see you next time.